who is watching this video, and I am back with another Paladins tier list. This time is for the average player, so this is going to be anywhere, I would say, between, say, level 6 and maybe level 14, so you're getting familiar with the champion that you are playing, but you don't really know how to play them really well. Like you're starting to figure stuff out, but you're not like at the next like level, I would say. So we're gonna start off the list with Androxus, and I'm going to put him in C tier because he is you can land your shots easier with him getting to level 10-ish, but he's still not a very easy champion to play, but I think he's a very good champion in general. I'm gonna put Ashe at A tier because her shots are pretty easy and her kit is decently easy. Barrack I'm going to put at A tier as well. Just a nice point tank. You can just make a like fortress for yourself and just stay there. Not super difficult. Bomb King I'm going to put at C tier because even at like getting to level 11 and 12, you're still not going to be able to like land a lot of his things consistently, and you're going to kind of go back and forth between having good games and bad games depending on who you are fighting. Obviously that's kind of with like every champion sort of, but a lot more with Bomb King. Like you're going to run into some counters that you're not going to be able to deal with at all at like an average level. And the reason that I'm coming out with this tier list quite a bit after the other one is because I feel like I should be above the level that I'm making the tier list just a little bit. So by the time I make an advanced one, it'll probably be like a year from now when I'm actually like really solid at the game. But I think I'm like a little bit above average right now, like with a few characters, with a few champions. I'm a decent amount above average. So yeah, that's why I'm making it specifically at this point in time. Anyways, we're going to have Buck at B tier, mostly because I want B and B together. I feel like it just makes sense. But yeah, Buck's not too hard to play, and he's very solid. Like you can't. I never find myself doing badly with Buck, but I usually don't find myself doing absolutely crazy with Buck. Cassie, I'm going to put at B tier as well. Cause you have to land her combo for her to really be good, because burst is really what she excels at. And if you're not pulling that off well, it's not gonna be that great. Dredge is going to be put at A tier because now I believe he used S tier in the previous tier list that I made. But his ultimate is like about where it used to be as far as how good it is, because it is now faster and deals just a little bit less damage. So he's decent right now, but you're not gonna be able to figure out his placement for the portals quite yet, I don't think. And Drogos I'm going to put at D tier because I think Drogos, there's level 20, I'd say, is when you can really start doing consistently good with him and lining up your shots. He's a very hard champion to perfect, I would say. And Eevee I'm also going to put at D tier because both of them are very, very high skill cap champion, or skill floor champions. So they're very difficult even when you're getting to be kind of like an average-ish player with them. Fernando's not too difficult. A lot of the tanks are going to be in B and up, because a lot of tanks, their play style isn't that too difficult, and Fernando's really just your average tank with a shield that can take quite a bit of damage, quite a bit of health, and his shots are very easy to land. Not even really shots, it's just like fire. Furia I'm going to put into A tier because their heals are really easy to just throw out there, although you want to make sure to be healing the right person, and you have to have good prediction with your like pillar of light thing that comes up. So you're gonna have to like predict where the enemy is going to go with that. But she can throw heals out quite easily and deals good damage. Um, Grok. Grok is interesting because like he has a little bit of auto lock on thing with his just main attack. Um, but again, healing Grok, like I said in the last video, is very difficult. But damage Grok is not. It's easy enough to play damage Grok. And then Grover, I'm also gonna put at B tier because you have the radius healing, so the healing is not too difficult. But you do have to be alert with your abilities, and if you're gonna go on the offense, you wanna make sure to stay far away, because if you're up close with somebody, they're almost always gonna beat you no matter who it is. I can't really think of any character that he would be able to beat up close. And then Inara, I'm gonna put at B tier as well because you can easily mess up her wall still at this, but at this like level, which can be very bad for your team. But everything else in her kit is pretty straightforward. Genos I will put at A tier because he has such easy heals. Deals decent damage. He's very good. He's very like all around champion. Khan I'm gonna put at B tier. He's decent, but he's still gonna feel a bit clunky to play. Although you will be as your map knowledge increases when you're getting to be more of a average-ish skill level, you're going to do a lot better with Khan. And then Kinessa, I think Kinessa would probably be at B tier as well. There's quite a lot of B tiers here. But Kinessa is quite good. If you just know how to aim a sniper, because she's very, you can go for flanking Kinessa, which is also quite good. She's just average skill level, average performance champion, I would say. Koga, I'm going to put at A tier because he has no cooldowns, so you're not able to manage those. And his energy is, you're gonna figure out how to manage it better as you get up in levels with the champion. And then Lex of course he has the auto aim, and so does Leanne, but Leanne's shots are a little bit harder to hit regularly, I would say. And for Maeve, I think I'd put her at B tier because you're gonna start being able to do decent with her, but you really have to be paying attention to everything around you with Maeve. So you're really gonna have to go try hard if you want to do decently with Maeve. Makoa, I'm gonna put Makoa. I think Makoa would either be an S tier or A tier. I think I'm gonna put him in A tier, but I think once you get just past this level, because I main Makoa, so I would say that for me he's S tier because I am at like level, I don't know, I have him above level 14, I know. So he's a very very good champion right now, and the hook can really mess up anybody that's trying to flank. But the hook's really not that easy to land, especially at a distance. It's very hard to land at a distance. And then Maldamba, I'm going to put at C tier because, oh Jesus, fuck, no, okay. I'm gonna put him at C tier because his healing is very hard to land. It really is. And again, those attacks have a slope, but you can go for stun Damba as well. And then Moji, I'm going to put at S tier. You don't need a bunch of skill with Moji. God damn it. What the fuck? Why? Can I get rid of this? God damn it. Okay. I don't understand why that's a thing. Anyways, Moji is easy enough to play. Moji's very good right now. She deals a bunch of damage. And you're going to be doing very consistently good with Moji, I think. Pip, I think I'd put at A tier. Pip is just, he has very good burst heals, and you can flank with him pretty easily because he has exploding shots, and he has good maneuverability. Ruckus, I would say, I would say Ruckus at B tier because he's very easy to use. I don't think anything really stands out about him though, like as an actual just a character. Sarah's I'm going to put an A tier because the heals are quite easy. Shaolin I'm going to put at D tier. Shaolin again, just not a very good champion in my personal opinion. And I know especially on PC because I play on console. So Shaolin on PC is he like gets a frame rate drop whenever he uses his main attack, which is very bad. But I don't think he's all that great anyways. Sky. I think Sky is gonna be at A tier. Cause she can shred through people, but people might be buying Illuminate at this point in your progression in the game. I think same thing with Strix. Actually, no, I think I'm gonna put Strix at S tier because right now he's just like on top of the world. He's absolutely crazy damage. And you can use his skills easily enough. They're not super difficult. Talus I'm gonna put at A tier. Outputs a bunch of damage with his overcharge ability, and he has good escape. Terminus, you have to have the right loadout for him, but if you do, he's pretty easy, so I'm going to put him at A tier. Torvald, I think, is pretty weak right now, overall. God damn it. But I'm going to put him at B tier, because he's not all that difficult. Tyra, I would say, is S tier. I think Tyra's very good right now. She has a bunch of damage. You can throw the firebomb on the point, and you're going to be getting comfortable with her at this point. Victor, I'm going to put at A tier, and remember, guys, I am on a console, so this is more of a console tier list. So, Victor is very good, but people are really going to be able to, you're not going to be able to just run away with cardio as easily as you were before when you were fighting less skilled people in the lower ranks. And then Vivian, I'm also going to put in A tier because people will be starting to shoot below your feet, but some of them won't be able to do that at the level that you'll be playing at. Let's say this is like silver level, would be about average, I'd say. I think that's fair, silver to goldish. And then Willow's, I think, Willow's strong, but she did just get nerfed, so I'm going to put her in A tier. Because a lot of her stuff is pretty easy, but if she didn't just get the nerf out, she would definitely be in S tier. And Ying, it's difficult. It can be difficult to place the illusions in a really, really good spot. Zin doesn't have a huge amount of DPS, but he's very good at winning 1v1s. Atlas is a very good champion right now, but you can very much so mess up your team. I have a level 7 friend who has a level 17 Atlas, and sometimes he just absolutely messes me up so badly. And he should be above average at this point. I don't think he's very good at the game. He's pretty bad, not gonna lie. But yeah, so Atlas I'm gonna put in A tier because he can mess up his team. Amani, I don't think Amani's very strong right now. I would put Amani personally in A tier. Well, no, not A tier. I think C tier. Because you have to be really good with her to like really shred with her. It's. I have seen some really good Amanis, but they're usually quite high level. Yeah, I don't think Amani is super strong right now, especially since her dragon got the nerf. And then finally Io. I think I would put Io at S tier. Yeah, I think Io is a safe S tier because she can put Luna on the point, which is not very difficult. She has good escape. She has decent damage. She can win 1v1s pretty easily. Her shots aren't the easiest to land, I guess, at like a distance, but she's a very solid character, especially now people are going to start getting Bulldozer if there is an Eevee, but at the same time, you can work around that, especially in the first part of the match. You can usually heal Luna more than they can damage it until they get, like, say, Bulldozer 1 or 2. So I was very solid right now, and this tier list does not have Rom yet. None of them quite have Rom yet. So I will say I think Rom would probably be at A tier, maybe S tier, because he just has so much health and it is uncauterizable. He's kind of crazy right now on the right maps, but on some, yeah, and you have to know which maps to choose him for. He it's very difficult for him to do a lot in long range maps because he has horrible inaccuracy, but close range he is very, very, very crazy, and he can just pull out the ultimate and win a lot of 1v1s. So that is going to be it for this video. Leave a like on the video if you thought this tier list was good, remembering this is a console tier list, and it's not for if you're the best you can be with these champions. It's just if you're, like, getting to be decent with these champions. So I hope you guys have a good day, and I will see you in the next video.